This is Chris Calloway, and you're watching Class Act Sports.
Jared Ginsberg from Class Act Sports, and we're joined by longtime New York Giant, former wide receiver in the NFL, Chris Calloway. Chris, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Had a great day of golf today. The weather's great down here in Georgia.
We just hopped off the golf course, a beautiful day. How'd you play out there?
The course was it was pretty difficult, not knowing, playing it the first time, but once we warmed up, we hit the ball pretty good.
What was the transition like when you finally retired from the NFL?
Well, I played 11 years in the NFL, culminating with the New England Patriots in '01, just before they went to the Super Bowl. And after that, I already had a house down here in Atlanta, so came out, retired in 2001, and decided to do some entrepreneurial things, real estate, and did a stupid thing like open a nightclub. And looking back on it, I would never do it again unless I had some, extra money set aside that you could just blow off. But because the nightclub business is, you have to be there every day, all night, and people steal from you, because it's a cash business. So I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. So I just tried to do some entrepreneurial things, making that transition to the second career.
It seems like obviously your forte is first and foremost football. And I know you're trying to get back into the league, whether it be scouting, coaching, whatever it takes to get yourself back in football.
Right. Just like when I was in football, I did some internships because I was always thinking about life after football. So I did a little internship when I was in New York. I worked at MTV, and that was a good experience for me because in college, my college degree was communication and film. So, but when I got out of football, I felt like my passion was football and I wanted to stay in football. So that's why I got to more internships within the football arena. So I did an internship in '07, I think, with the Miami Dolphins. It was a good experience. I got a chance to do some scouting visits as well as coaching, helping the wide receivers, and the meetings are long and it's very informative. So that was a good experience. And then just recently, this past summer, I interned with the Baltimore Ravens, again under John Harbaugh, who's a Michigan man. Michigan ties with his brother Jim Harbaugh. He was my quarterback when I was a freshman at Michigan. So it was just some good experiences interning and trying to, get a feel for what coaching is, or the hours coaches go through, and just what it takes to be an NFL coach.
Speaking of Michigan, and it's obviously tough to crack back into the NFL. You ever thought about coaching in college?
Oh, absolutely. I would rather on the professional level, but certainly if Michigan had an opportunity for me, I would definitely go back to Ann Arbor and help that program. We last couple of years we've been struggling. Rodriguez, he's a great guy. I played under Bo Schembechler, and we've always had great defenses, and so I think that's one thing that Michigan needs to get back to, is that solid defense and that potent offense. So
now you talk about coaching back. How do you think the game has changed as far as obviously receivers and offensive players being protected? Would you have liked a little bit more of that when you were playing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I would. And we were moving towards that towards the end of my career. But the guys right now, they're just much faster, stronger. And they're just anytime you have a big, strong, fast guy, the collisions are going to be huge. So that's the era we're moving into. And, a guy like me, I'm 5'10". I played about 190, and I played 11 years. But now these receivers are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and they're running, they're running 4 threes, the Roddy Wrights, so. But the game has changed, and I think it's mostly because of the working out. These guys were doing the plyometrics and the speed training and everything like that. And with that working out and regiment that they have, the game is becoming more and more physical. Because the collisions are just. I mean, every week you see somebody get knocked out. I mean, that just didn't happen when I was playing. But every week somebody gets knocked out with a concussion or something. So the game has definitely become more physical, in my opinion.
This is Jared Ginsberg, Class Act Sports.